nel 1910 non c'è questo documento.
Non c'è?
Proviamo nell'anno 1911.
Oh, okay. 1911?
Yes, it's going to look for 1911.
Allora, eccolo qua.
See? So what is all this?
Okay. The document says that your great-grandfather his body was transported to Chechnya.
Transported to Chechnya.
Transported to Chechnya.
So he didn't die here, he died somewhere else.
He died somewhere else. I translate this document in English for you.
March 10th, 1911, transport of body. Considering the request of Mr. Dionisio Bianchi to be authorized to transport to Chechnya the remains of Francesco Leopoldo Bianchi, who died for reasons...
Hi, honey. How are you? How you doing?
Hi, good.
Look who's here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Good to see you. So, you gonna help me with my journey?
I hope so.
Our journey.
I'll tell you whatever I know.
Don't hold back.
No, not holding back. This is the Bianchi family, so Tito, Guido, Antonino, Bruno, Leopoldo.
This is your father's brothers.
Correct.
And the two
Bianchis and the
sisters.
two sisters.
And who was it? Do you know their father?
That was Dionisio, I believe. Dionisio, isn't that right?
Dionysius.
Good name. I like that name.
Dionisio.
Yes.
We were going to name you Dionysius.
I would have taken it. You would have led to great things.
Well, but, you know, I'm curious about this grandfather of mine, Leopoldo, otherwise known as Francesco Bianchi, who was murdered in 1910. And that really has become the mystery to me.
The family lore doesn't really put a good light on him. It sounds like he was
Well, they're right.
either
because
cheating or something.
That's
he was
exactly
up
the
to
story.
something.
What was the reason? Was it because of his philandering? I'm wondering, besides my grandmother, of course, having it so difficult, but how was it for my father?
Your dad.
My father was only 2 years old when that happened, and his brother was 1 year old, so my grandmother was left with two babies at that time, and it must have been just so awful, so awful. I put together my family tree from Ancestry.com, and this is the Bianchi side. And there is Francesco, L for Leopoldo Bianchi, and his wife, Adelaide Cannavaro.
When did the Bianchis go to Elba?
When did the Bianchis go?
Didn't go to Elba. It was my grandmother, Adelaide, who I'm named for. She was from there, to Cannavaro.
Oh.
And then I guess when she married Leopoldo, he lived.
He went there.
He went there.
That seems
but
unusual.
it's very close, you know, to it's part of Tuscany. So, but the rest of the Bianchis were still in Chechnya.
Oh, right.
So my great-grandmother is Adelaide Cannavaro, whom my mother was named after, and Adelaide Cannavaro comes from Elba. Her husband, Leopoldo Bianchi, was from Chechnya. And I want to know more about my great-grandfather Leopoldo's mysterious murder, and I'm also really interested in exploring my great-grandmother's family, the Cannavaros. Okay, Mom.
So, got your work cut out for you.
Try to find this out for you.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that my mom is so curious about this murder because she never really talked about it that much. I wonder what it really does mean to her. I really can't wait to talk to my brother about it. So that was pretty interesting hearing Mom talk about her father's family that way.
Yeah.
Mom doesn't even know really where this killing took place.
Yeah.
It really happened. It really
yeah.
happened to a real person, and
Yeah.
we don't know why. And we don't know really how that affected Grandpa Armando, and we don't know how that really then went on to shape him, that went on to shape her. And that's why I'm mostly curious about and excited to bring it home for Mom.
Yeah.
I mean, it could maybe not be about love.
I suspect that you're going to find out that there is something else
I'll be back to tell the tales.
Well, yeah, good luck. Mwah. Love you. I'm so curious to hear how it's gonna go.
I'm off to Italy to investigate my great-grandfather Leopoldo Bianchi's mysterious murder in 1910. My first stop is in Cecina in Tuscany, where Leopoldo lived. While I'm here in Italy, I'm also going to search for information about Leopoldo's wife, my great-grandmother, Adelaide Cannavaro. I'm meeting with an Italian guide, Fabio Di Segni, and we're starting my search in the archives at the Cecina Cemetery.
Marisa.
Ciao.
Fabio.
Fabio,
Nice to meet
Marisa,
you.
yeah.
Nice to meet you. How can
Hi.
I help you, Marisa?
You can help me. This is a photograph of my great-grandfather,
Yes.
my bisnonno.
Bisnonno, yes.
Bisnonno.
Very good.
His name is Francesco Leopoldo Bianchi.
Francesco Leopoldo Bianchi, yes.
Yeah.
He was from Cecina.
From Cecina.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
We are here at the cemetery in Cecina, and we can have a look at the archive
Yeah.
to find more information about your bisnonno.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, please come in.
Okay. What do you think? Any resemblance? Or
Yes, I can see a resemblance.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Marisa.
Piacere, Loris.
Piacere.
Fabio. Loris, piacere.
So thank you for helping me. This is a photo of my great-grandfather, Francesco Leopoldo Bianchi.
Sì.
And I'm wondering if you have any documents about when he died.
Do you know exactly the year?
Oh, 1910.
1910.
Sì.
Cerco in archivio quel documento degli anni 1910.
1910.
Yes.
Nel 1910 non c'è questo documento.
Non c'è?
Proviamo nell'anno 1911.
Oh, okay. 1911?
Yes, it's going to look for 1911.
Allora, eccolo qua.
See? So what is all this?
Okay. The document says that your great-grandfather was his body was transported to Cecina.
Transported to Chechnya.
Transported to Cecina.
So he didn't die here, he died
No,
somewhere else.
He died somewhere else. I translate this document in English for you.
March 10th, 1911, transport of body. Considering the quest of Mr. Dionisio Bianchi to be authorized to transport to Cecina the remains of Francesco Leopoldo Bianchi, who died for reasons because of illness. It's certainly different than what I'd been told.